Hey, Car Talk fans, I have a favor to ask of you. We all know that cars need regular maintenance, right? You know, an oil change every 7,500 miles, tire rotation every 5,000, and a transmission rebuild whenever I have a tuition payment due for one of my kids at college. Well, look, your favorite public radio station needs regular attention, too. We love that you tell your friends about us and talk about stuff you heard on Morning Edition and Wait, Don't Tell Me, but we need you to do a little more than that right now. You know what this is leading up to, right? Yep, your favorite station could use a little cash infusion at the end of the year. So while you try to come up with the perfect gift for your loved ones and your cousin Regina, please take a minute to make a gift to your station, too. It's kind of like a loved one, isn't it? Except without the passive-aggressive routine. It's really easy to make a pledge now. Go online to donate.npr.org/cartalk. That's donate.npr.org/cartalk. We all thank you and wish you and your cousin Regina a happy holiday and a great...
Just see. I just thought, since holiday shopping season is really upon us now, I thought it would be an appropriate time to make a few gift suggestions. That is, gifts that you can buy for me.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I know you want to get me the Best of the Car Talk CD. It's a million seller because you got a million in your cellar, but I don't want that anymore. You could get me the 65 AMC Ambassador convertible that you once sent to the crusher. It's just a suggestion. If you can't find a 65 Ambassador, I'll take a 1940 Buick convertible.
Right, rave on. No, I'll put them both on the list.
Okay.
Rest assured.
Fine.
They'll be in the bottom of the list.
Yeah,
but
I could tell that.
No, and I'm working my way down.
Sure.
Last year I got to that quick dry cement thing.
That was it was certainly
It wasn't
creative gift.
It wasn't designed for hair.
I didn't get two of them. A lot of times you get two things. I didn't get two of them.
Now, I know this is usually the time of the show where you read a letter, but I feel compelled to read just a piece of this letter. It's rather lengthy.
Oh, no. Don't read the whole thing. Come on. Da-da-da-da-da-da, down to the third paragraph.
Well, this is a letter from a gal named Margaret Gibson who's looking for some piece of Car Talk paraphernalia.
Yeah.
And I'll just read a couple of paragraphs.
Sure.
Which are, I think, rather touching.
Yeah.
Picture, if you will, Christmas morning at the Fitch family home. The family is gathered around the tree, a fire in the fireplace, carols sounding softly in the background, the smell of fresh coffee brewing and Mom's homemade caramel pecan upside-down rolls warming in the oven. The grandchildren's shrieks of delight at Santa's generosity ring through the air, da-da-da-da-da, and she says enough to make the Brady Bunch gag. Suddenly, Pop is handed his Christmas stocking.
Yeah.
All eyes are upon him, anticipating the surprises that await within. He reaches in, and beyond the usual airline bottles of Chivas and orange wool socks and cologne, something else, something different, lies waiting for his discovery. He reaches in. We hold our breath. He gasps, "Oh, boy! A genuine, cheap plastic piece of junk Car Talk coffee mug." Tears come to his eyes. Yeah. God bless us, everyone, he says.
That's good.
Anyway, if you'd like to talk to us, our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Marcia from Export, Pennsylvania.
Marcia with an S-H or a CIA?
CIA.
CIA. She works for the CIA.
Oh, I knew it. She sounded sneaky to me.
And where are you from?
Export, Pennsylvania.
Export.
Mm-hmm.
Where, pray tell, is that?
About 25 miles east of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Oh, way out west.
Yeah.
Way out west.
Yeah. You guys ride horses out there still?
Oh, absolutely.
Wear guns on your hips?
Of course.
Do you want to talk about cars, or do you have something more interesting to talk about?
Well, I was going to talk about my car.
Okay.
I have a 96 Blazer, and I took it in to have it winterized about a year ago, and my mechanic flushed the radiator. And since then, it gurgles. You start up, and it goes glug, 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 and then you slow down, and it goes glug, 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 glug. And it's kind of behind the radio, in the middle of the dash.
That's exactly where it is, yeah.
So he said there was nothing he could do about it. So I took it to the dealer, and they said I could either flush the radiator for $100 or have a super flush for $200. So I got the $100 deal, and that didn't solve the problem. So we went back to the dealer again, and he said you could have the $200 flush or a $500 heater coil repair. So
I love it.
The stakes are getting higher and higher.
Right.
I love this.
So what do I do?
None of the above. None of the above.
None of the above.
Did anyone try to explain to you, which I think they would have failed at, what's causing the gurgling?
No.
And they said if you have the flush, it's going to get rid of the gurgling.
Right.
And
but they also told me if I didn't do anything about it, it would start leaking in my car eventually.
Oh, that's a lie.
Okay.
That's skullduggery of the first order.
But good skullduggery. Well, I mean,
Jeez.
well, here's what's going on. The first guy who did the job didn't purge the system of all the air. And what you're hearing is the
glugging, the glug factor.
Exactly. If you were to take a quart of milk and tip the thing and pour it into a pan, you'd hear the thing go glug 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 as the air and the milk try to get past each other.
Right.
Okay. Well, you're hearing the same thing in your heater. You have air trapped in the heater core, and as the coolant is trying to get into the heater core and past the air, it's making the same kind of gurgling noise. And the reason it happens in a lot of vehicles is that the heater is placed much higher than the rest of the engine, than the rest of the cooling system, in fact.
Okay.
So where does the air go whenever you have air trapped in a system like this? It goes to the top.
Okay.
So they have to bleed the system, and if they were patient and ran the thing and watched the air bubbles come out and carefully added more coolant and more coolant and more coolant until the bubbles stopped coming out, the gurgling would go away. Eventually, the air will work its way out of the system.
Okay. It's been about a year now.
It probably will never get out of the system. Here's what I would recommend. I would recommend you take it back to guy one.
Okay.
Tell him what the problem is. In some instances where we have trouble bleeding these, we will actually jack up the front of the vehicle to make the radiator cap higher than the heater. And that usually gets the air out. And it may take them an hour to do it, but if that's what it takes, that's what it takes. And I'd go and complain. That's what our customers do when we make mistakes.
And the fact that the dealer, I would never go back to that dealer again because they tried to sell you a heater core to get rid of the glugs, and that was absolutely unconscionable. And yes, you might have gotten rid of the glug because they would have had to jack up the car to do this.
Yeah, go back to the first guy and tell him what to do.
Okay.
See you, Marcia.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for your call.
Bye.
I'm never going to the Blazer dealer in Export, PA.
Or Export, PA for that matter. 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-CAR-TALK, which is 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Dave Barker in Kansas City.
Hey, Dave.
Kansas City.
That's Dave with a D, right, Dave?
Dave with a D.
All right, I'm cooking now.
It's Kansas with a C, yeah.
Yeah.
And city with an S.
So
yes. That's why they call it KC.
Actually, there are two of them. There's a Kansas City, Kansas, and a Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
Well,
Which one are you from?
Well, we're on the Missouri side.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll talk to you then. So what's happening?
Well, my car is trying to kill me.
Ah.
And I thought maybe if I talk to you guys, we could solve the problem before
we could talk them out of it.
Does your car know my brother's wife?
What kind of a car is it?
It's a 1994 Volvo 850. I don't know what you call this in a car, the HVAC system, the air conditioning and heating.
Yeah.
Okay.
High vac.
Okay, every time I turn on the fan on that thing, I come away with this hacking, racking cough that lasts for hours and then finally goes away and doesn't come back, so I turn the fan back on.
And it makes no difference whether the AC is on or the heat?
No, it'll do it for both.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on, Dave?
Well, I think probably 6 months or so. At first, I thought I was telling all my friends that my car was trying to give me Legionnaire's disease, but that's...
Oh, how close you are, man! Yeah, how close you are.
I thought that I thought that was funny to say that, and then I also thought it was probably coincidental that when I was in the car and came out of it was. But now I'm convinced that it's linear, and there's something evil that needs to be dealt with.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
Probably true.
There's no doubt in my mind that you have some kind of mold spores or some other allergen growing in there.
Uh-oh.
I'll tell you, my wife owns a Volvo. And, well, I guess together we own the Volvo, but I seldom drive it. But when I do, the same thing happens to me.
Oh.
If I turn on the heat or the air conditioning or whatever, and the stuff is blowing in my face, after about 3 minutes, I begin to get a tickling in my throat, and I have difficulty breathing. The same thing I would experience if I came in contact with a dog to which I was allergic.
I think it's from the dry ice in the back seat.
You think so? So I'm convinced that something is growing in her car, which is eventually going to kill the driver. But since I don't drive it very often, I'm really not that worried about it. But I think you have the same problem that she has, and I would try to kill it with Lysol.
Ah, Lysol.
How would you go about one of the things I thought was if I could shoot some disinfectant into this thing, it might do it. Trouble is, I don't know where to put it.
Well, you'd put it in the fresh air scoop, which is right where your windshield wiper blades are.
You know that right up by the windshield on the outside of the car.
Okay.
There's a little cross-hatched thing all the way across the front of the car.
Yeah, there's a cowl that's covered with screening.
Okay.
And you can run the air conditioner, and you can spray or the heat and spray the stuff in there while it's running.
And hopefully it'll kill whatever is in there.
Well, that's the.
You might have to do it a few hundred times.
Not to mention the health risk associated with inhaling Lysol.
Well, you're not going to be in the car when you do this.
But you will be inhaling that stuff. So I'm always questioning messing with nature.
Yeah. Is the cure more dangerous? Yeah.
It's like spraying for West Nile virus mosquitoes.
Right.
So we save 7 lives and we give 25 million people brain lesions.
Well, how about if I open all the doors and windows?
Well, that's what I would do. I would open all the doors and windows, run the engine. You don't have to run the engine, but you could just run the fan and spray away.
I will try that.
Yeah, the alternative is taking the whole inside apart and cleaning it out, which doesn't guarantee that it's not going to come back, and it's also very expensive.
Yeah, I can imagine. So, I try to keep the dealers at arm's length.
Well, it's not the dealer that's expensive. It's the chiropractor that you're going to need after you do it yourself and bend your back all twisted around.
But try this stuff. It may help, but I wouldn't use too much of it.
I will try it.
Good luck. Let us know how you make out.
I will. Thanks.
Thanks,
right.
Dave.
That's good. That way you build up a tolerance to the Lysol.
Well,
too,
I mean, you can clean your toilet with the stuff, right? Your bathroom is not much smaller than your car.
I don't like
bigger. You don't like it?
Well, I don't breathe what's in my toilet. I don't.
No, but the Lysol, if you spray Lysol on the shower and whatever else, isn't that what it's for?
I don't like it.
Dave will be fine.
1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Sharon from Cortez, Colorado.
Cortez, Colorado. How nice.
It is.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been there, but it sounds nice.
It's very close to Mesa Verde.
I've been there.
Well, then you know where Cortez is.
I must have gone right through it.
I'm sure you did.
Must have been memorable, too.
You probably blinked.
I may have. What's up, Sharon?
Well, I have a question that's semi-automotive, but more about male psychology. And I thought that you are experts in that area and could help.
Juvenile psychology is actually our specialty, but we'll give male psychology a shot.
Yeah. Does your question involve the words, hey, watch this? Go ahead.
No. What my question is I always would like to have a big Christmas wreath with a large bow on the front of my car, and every year my husband talks me out of it. And I see it as an expression of holiday cheer and goodwill.
And he says you're going to interfere with the flow of air to the radiator.
He does. He also has several other things that he thinks will happen as a result of this.
Yeah.
He says it's going to cause the engine to overheat, that it's going to suck in pine needles, and then he thinks it's going to void the warranty on the car. And I told him it couldn't.
Because no one will know.
Well, no, people drive all over with wreaths on their car, and if that was really happening, I'm assuming they wouldn't do it.
What kind of a car is it?
It's a Tahoe.
Yeah. Well, this is a classic case of theory versus practice.
Okay.
Right?
I would say so.
Your husband, theoretically, is crazy. That's just slipped out.
So theoretically, he's 100% correct.
Yeah.
And in fact, it will impede the flow of air. In fact, it could cause the engine to overheat. Mm-hmm. So he's right on all counts. Practically speaking, however.
All right. That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, because women are practical.
Certainly.
And you sound very practical.
Is your husband an engineer?
No, he's a doctor.
Oh, it's
Oh,
worse.
the worst kind. Doctors know so little about science. I mean, it's the absolute truth. They have no idea about anything, and yet they think of themselves as scientists.
Well, they are scientists.
It just goes to show you
obviously.
that the body is nothing like a car.
But you're telling me it's okay.
Well, in fact, I, for many years, used to attach a wreath to the front of my Dodge Dakota pickup truck.
Okay.
Yeah.
With chicken wire. You know, well, actually, it was stuff called mechanics wire. And I used to weave the stuff through the grill. And it only required a couple of points to attach it. It didn't have any lights on it.
You didn't have lights?
And don't forget, most of the wreath is a hole. Right? Most of the wreath is nothing. I mean, even
And even the parts of it that aren't a hole
Are not solid.
very porous, so to speak. I mean,
and they're going to allow plenty of air to get through, especially in the winter.
Well, now, when you say you used to, what made you stop?
Well, I blew the engine.
yeah, the chances of it having any effect that anyone would ever notice, including your engine, are practically zero.
Yeah, now if you lived in the southern hemisphere and it were 90 degrees on Christmas, I would say that I would not do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, but because it's cold, you've got that advantage.
And so your husband, I mean, let's be gentle with the guy because he thinks he knows something here, and we don't want to shatter.
No, I
his
would use the
self-confidence.
approach that Tom and Ray agreed with you on every point.
Yes, and they told me to go ahead and do it anyway and tell you what Tom's wife tells him. Oh, shut up.
Okay.
Good luck, Sharon.
Well, thank you very much.
Thanks for
I'll
calling.
get the wreath tonight.
Good for you. Thanks for your
You mean
call.
you don't have it already?
No, I was waiting for your advice.
Oh, you're all.
What a woman.
I say you have full clearance.
Okay.
Yep.
See you later.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Hi. All right, look, it's time to discuss last week's puzzler, which was chock full of obfuscation, disinformation, misleading documentation, and schools of red herring.
Yes, it certainly threw me off the track. I'll tell you that.
Well, throwing you off the track would require that you were on the track at some point, and I'm not sure that.
Well, that's true, but remind me, what was the subject matter of the puzzler?
Cement.
Cement? As in shoes?
No, as in factory. And we'll be back with the whole story in all its obfuscatory detail, plus more of your car questions in just a minute, so
Please
around.
stay tuned.
See her cruising down the street, that two-tone seam spears really sweet. The four-bent ports on either side and a big old grill, a grinning wide. It's a Better Buick boogie, mile after mile. It's a Better Buick boogie road master style. Now, well, you ought to see her step it up and go, and you work on through that Dynaflow. The big old eight's are running strong. It gives a banging beat to this boogie song. It's a Better Buick boogie, mile after mile. It's a Better Buick boogie road master style.
And even though Asian mystics think fondly about their last hot coal walk whenever they hear us say it, this is NPR.
Support for the Car Talk podcast and the following message come from Omaha Steaks. This holiday season, beef up your gift giving with a family gift package with aged to tenderness top sirloins, snappy kielbasa sausages, chicken fried steak, caramel apple tartlets, and more. Make the cut with help from one of the world's most esteemed meat purveyors. Now, Car Talk listeners can get a move on the family gift package with 74% off by typing promo code CARTALK in the search bar at omahasteaks.com. Support for the Car Talk podcast also comes from 23andMe. This holiday season, give your friends and family a DNA kit from 23andMe. They can learn about their genetic ancestry, their traits, and even information about their health. Now through December 25th, get a special discount on your 23andMe kit. Order your DNA kit at 23andme.com/CarTalk.
Hey, it's Kat Chow with the Code Switch team. A few years ago, I adopted this cute, but also shy, beagle mix from a dog rescue. But I noticed really fast that he mostly barked at my friends of color. It made me wonder, is my dog racist? So I went to find out. Check it out on the next Code Switch podcast.
Hi, we're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to talk about cars, car repair, and it's appropriate, the answer to last week's puzzler. And this was sent in recently by a fellow named Aaron Ahuvian, and it came pre-obfuscated. In fact, you might even call it an obfuscatory masterpiece.
Really? You don't even have to listen for the first 10 minutes. You just let him roll.
Well, here it is.
Go ahead.
Aaron writes, my work takes me to Padua, Italy, and one night after work, I went out to dinner with some friends to a nearby village called Este.
Yeah.
Well, the last train back to Padua left at 10:06, and I thought we had plenty of time since we left the restaurant at 9:45, and the train station was only a short walk away. However, after stopping for gelato and getting caught up in a conversation about carbon nanotubes, we missed the train. Not to worry, our host said, I know a shortcut to the next town. I can drive you there. We'll arrive before the train does, and you can catch a train from there.
Sounds good.
Right?
So far?
So far, not much obfuscation.
No.
Okay, and that was the first 10 minutes. So the six of us pile into her Fiat Cinquecento, and we go barreling down a back country road that was only 1 lane wide. What would happen, I asked, if a car came from the other direction? Well, they'd have to try to get out of the way, she said. Okie doke. Anyway, as this tiny country lane ends, our driver squeezes the car through 2 giant concrete blocks, which ensured that only the very smallest of vehicles could access the narrow road that we had just been on. Well, once we got between those concrete blocks, we found ourselves on the grounds of an enormous cement factory that was, of course, closed for the night. We drove through the factory grounds, and as we left, our driver started driving on the left side of the road, i.e. the wrong side of what was clearly a 2-lane road. Why are you driving on the wrong side of the road? I asked. Well, she said, I don't want to damage the car. That's odd, I thought, but then it made perfect sense to me. And the question is, why was driving on the wrong side of the road better for the car? Wow. Cement factory. I mean,
Cement
of course,
factory.
she wasn't worried about hitting another car.
No.
But what she was worried about.
No. Give me a second here.
Cement factory. What is there about cement?
Cement trucks.
Cement trucks. There you go. Cement trucks going, leaving. When they're leaving,
they're heavy.
They're full of cement.
Full of cement, and so they're going to dig a hole.
They ruin the road.
Right.
So the road leaving the factory, that right-hand lane, is ruined.
Right.
It's all full of potholes, and it's all rutted. And the other side, where the trucks are entering empty,
yeah,
the road is fine. Well, finer, and thus less damaging. So driving on the left-hand side of the road is better for her car because it's not damaging the car because the cement trucks aren't wrecking that side of the road. They're wrecking the side of the road where they leave full.
Excellent.
So who's our winner?
Our winner this week is Paul Long from Edgewood, Kentucky. And for having his answers selected at random from all the correct answers that we got, Paul's going to get a $26 gift certificate to the Shameless Commerce Division, with which he can get a set of Car Talk reusable shopping bags.
Hey, these are turning out to be very popular at the supermarkets, at least among people who like to be mocked while they shop.
Yeah, that's me.
Well, congratulations, Paul, for being this week's puzzler winner. And if you didn't win this week, stay tuned because we have a new puzzler coming up. In the meantime, we'll take your calls. Our number is 888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-227-8255. Is that enough digits? Is that enough numbers? I don't know.
Yeah,
Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, Alan from Westport, Connecticut.
Hi, Alan.
How are you?
Okay, well, no, I'm not. That's why I called you guys.
We sensed an urge. I sensed an urgency in your voice.
Well, it is, and you guys aren't going to probably believe it. Maybe your listeners too, but I have the '78 Volvo with 300,000 plus miles on it, and it's a wagon, the 245 DL. And here's the thing, guys. It starts up occasionally, and I don't start it. Now, come on. I mean, I know you're saying, yeah, cool, sure, but honest to God, it starts up. Now I've had it there. I've had this car psychic Michael Jonchenko go over the thing completely, and they're baffled. Everybody's baffled. And these guys at the Volvo dealer, let me tell you, they're like you guys. They listen to motors. They don't have to look at it.
Yeah.
They listen, and they know by listening what is wrong.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
we know by
fantastic.
listening to you what's wrong, too.
I know. Now, don't put me down. Don't rush to judgment. But,
No, we haven't.
okay, now the TV set, see, the car parks outside, okay, and the TV set is on the ground floor. Also, the basement is a level with the ground. And I have no garage. And the TV set has gone on occasionally, too. Now, have you ever...
So let me get this right. Sometimes, without the key being in the ignition,
Right.
the car will start by itself.
I don't understand this.
Well, the first time we encountered this strange phenomenon,
Yeah.
I remember the day clearly. We were sitting eating submarine sandwiches, or as you call them, heroes, down there in Westport.
Heroes, hoagies,
And all those things. We're
grinders.
Sitting in our office in Hackers Haven in Cambridge, Massachusetts, our fair city.
Right.
And there was a car up on the lift.
Yeah.
And we sat there eating, and suddenly we hear, the car begins to crank.
Yeah.
And the guy that owned the car was sitting there eating sandwiches with us. And we wondered, who's doing this?
Right.
So we went over to the lift, and we've discovered what the problem was.
What was it?
Car was on fire.
Okay. All right, come on now. Well, listen. Look, I took it out to the guy, owns IPM. He's like yourself. He can listen to a motor, and he knows exactly what's wrong. He's also a hunter. He fired a 30-gauge shotgun when it went on, accidentally when I was out there drinking beer with him, and it stopped. But, just firing a 30-gauge shot into the air, I must have done something because the motor went off. Normally, when I have to turn it off, I have to put the key in, turn it to the right, then the left, and it shuts down.
Huh.
Well, you're not going to be very helpful on this, I guess.
We're working on it. Jeez.
Well, you've been to psychics. You've been everywhere. What do you expect from us?
Okay, they call it the mystery car at IPM, and they said junk it. At this point, they tell me junk it. I mean, how can I junk a car with 300,000 miles? It's a terribly disgusting-looking car. It's got holes.
We can tell it is. Have you called La Toyota Jackson and the Psychic Network?
No, I haven't. I can't afford that.
Well, what was wrong with that Buick that day was that the solenoid had decided to engage all by itself. The solenoid is the switch in the starter that takes the current from the battery and actually sends it to the windings in the armature of the motor. And for whatever reason, the solenoid connections just made connection. It's the key that usually makes that connection.
Yeah.
But the car didn't start.
No,
That
it didn't
car
start.
You need more than one ingredient to start the car. You need cranking, which is provided by the starter, which we had in that case with, was it a Buick or an Oldsmobile? I don't remember, but it was a GM car.
You're suggesting it's in my mind?
Well, no, because...
No.
Well, it's a mystery.
We're
We'll
not
help
sure there's
you.
anything in your mind.
We're thinking out loud because we have no idea. See, the car didn't start because it had no ignition.
Yeah.
There was no electricity going to the ignition system
Right.
because the key wasn't there.
Okay, so what do I do?
So wait a minute. Let us work it out here.
Okay.
So we know that it's possible for the car to crank with nobody in it.
Okay.
The next question is, how does it possibly get spark?
Yeah.
This is not a diesel Volvo.
No. This
no.
is a regular gasoline Volvo.
Gasoline Volvo.
It is entirely possible that the switch is faulty.
So the switch itself rather than the solenoid.
Right. The switch itself, which is the part that the lock, you have a key.
Yeah.
The key goes into a lock,
Right.
and the lock is connected to the switch.
Yeah.
And the switch is the thing on the back of the lock, which has a whole bunch of wires on it and contacts. And it's possible that there is something wrong with that.
So I junk it?
No.
No, this is simple. I mean, if my brother's theory is correct, and I like it,
Yeah.
you notice how we got there through an organized process of logic.
Right.
And some intensely focused cosmic energy.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to junk it, I think.
No,
are you
you're
crazy?
Alan.
Okay, look, I'll bring
In
it
the
to
interest
Boston.
of science, now I have to ask you, with what kind of regularity does this happen?
About once every 3-4 weeks, once a month.
All right, here's what you have to do. You have to get into the habit of, you have to learn how to unplug the ignition switch.
Okay.
And I think once
Relatively easy to do, by the way.
Well, everything's falling apart on it anyhow. So
it's probably on the floor someplace, hanging
Right.
down. Once you learn how to unplug it, if you were to leave it unplugged,
Okay.
I bet you the car wouldn't start.
What about the TV set? How do you...
Oh, come on. One thing at a time.
Okay. Now the TV set. Let's get to the TV set.
It goes on. I don't program it. Nothing.
It has a remote control?
I have, but I'm not doing anything.
Nah,
to it.
someone is.
No. It's 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. It goes on.
Goes on.
Seriously. It goes
Does
on.
your neighbor have a garage door opener?
Well, he's got a lot of things in his garage. He never opens his garage door, so I don't want to get into that. That's a whole bag of work.
Does the neighbor converse with you? Are you on friendly terms?
Well, I'll tell you, he's with an organization, and I don't want to put down Jehovah's Witnesses, but one of these days I'm going to get 30 of our neighbors are going to visit him for a change. But we communicate by mailbox notes. That's it. It's a standoff.
Is he into electronics at all?
Everything. The guy's a former engineer. Hey, you guys are clairvoyant. Yeah.
So it might be your neighbor who's concocting all of this.
Yeah,
so what should I do? But, you're not giving me solutions today.
Here's what you do. This is going to answer all your questions.
Okay.
Rent a movie starring Ingrid Bergman called Gaslight.
Oh, gosh, yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
When you see that movie, all will be clear to you.
Okay. Now, will this get my wife back? Because she left because
No.
Okay.
She may be in cahoots with the guy Klopek that lives next door. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to get the movie. Thanks.
Rent Gaslight and rent the Burbs, too, when you're there.
Hey, Alan, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
My pleasure, too, and I may come up to Boston.
Well, let us know when you're coming so we can be out of town.
I just want to, can I say hello to my daughter, Jennifer, up there?
Sure.
Okay, hi, Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
Okay. Thanks a lot, guys.
See you,
Bye,
Alan.
Alan. Thanks.
All right. Keep up the good work.
We're trying.
Woo! Talk about wackos.
Hey, these are our people, right?
I love it.
No, I found him quite interesting.
He's certainly an interesting guy. A little hyper.
Yeah.
A little hyper.
Yeah, I was going to tell him to switch the decaf, man. 1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm Amy Arnold from Anderson, Indiana.
Amy Arnold, Anderson, Indiana.
Yes.
Amy with an A-M-Y?
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
Wow.
So what's on your mind today?
Well, I drive a 95 Ford Escort station wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, don't laugh.
We
at
didn't.
that.
We didn't.
No, I have always felt that the Escort was a much maligned vehicle, which didn't deserve to be maligned.
Thank you very much.
As much as it got.
Much as it got. I mean, the Escort was a little cheap junker, but they ran and ran and ran and ran and gave many, many people happy, smiling miles of pleasure.
Especially the guys who were fixing them.
The mechanics who worked on them. Right.
I agree. Well, my problem is the truth is, about a year and a half ago, I changed jobs. I took about a 60% pay cut and had to sell my Volvo that I'd saved money up for. And I was very sad. And my mother said, I have this 95 Ford Escort that you can drive until you get back on your feet. Well, this past August, I'm still driving it. It's a year later. The speedometer started twirling around while I was driving on the interstate one day. And for the last 4 months, I've needed to go on tranquilizers because when I drive, it just goes zzz, zzz, around, and I don't know what to do. Do I need to punch out the dashboard, or do I need to sign up for some tranquilizer medicine?
Well, that's my brother's technique. My brother had a Dodge van. Just to show you.
Well, I just want to say, before he says anything, I want to show you how I think outside the box.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can say that. He's got this Dodge van, and it's overheating.
Okay.
So he says, I guess I'll just clean out the cooling system. So he flushes out the cooling system. Still overheating. He's got the little dial on the dashboard, the
gauge.
The gauge that says cold and hot.
Yeah.
Still starts creeping up to hot. He says, oh, geez, what the heck now? I guess I'm going to have to bite the bullet and put in a radiator. Puts in a radiator. Hot again. He says, I can't. There's nothing else. Like, water pump.
No,
I'll put it in a water pump.
You forgot new engine.
Oh, yeah, new engine. He put it in a new engine. That little thing.
And every time I drove up Route 2, the Mohawk Trail here in western Massachusetts, which is rather hilly and, of course, demanding of an engine, the needle would go all the way up to hot.
Okay.
And I couldn't take it anymore.
He really had done everything.
Okay.
I pulls over, as Popeye would say, and I fetches me a rock from the side of the road, with which I smashed that gauge
He smashed the glass, which was covering up the gauge.
Okay.
And he physically moved the gauge to cold.
I bent the needle so it could never, ever read, just like the Romans spread salt over the earth once they had finally conquered the Carthaginians. That needle would never, ever, ever read hot again.
See, even now as he talks about it, notice how he's getting
My
agitated.
vein is bulging
His
out of
veins are bulging out of his head.
Well,
So I can understand, and I'm sure he can understand, how the speedometer spinning around could make you nuts.
So are you saying I need to find a large rock to
Well,
smash on my
Black
dash?
tape.
Well, no, because it's the sound.
Okay, yeah.
More than anything that's getting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to replace the speedo head.
Okay.
The head is done for. Now, I don't know if this thing doesn't have a cable, I don't
I'll
think.
bet it does.
I don't know. If it has a
would be
speedometer
nice.
cable, you could disconnect it. In which
Okay.
case you would have no speedometer, and that would be illegal.
Okay. Do I need to take this into a professional mechanic?
You
to get
do.
this-
You need to take it someplace. You can go to a junkyard, and you can buy yourself a used instrument cluster,
Used instrument cluster.
which
okay.
will consist of, the speedometer and whatever else is there, the temperature gauge, the gas gauge.
Oh, man, this is
You know,
so much
and then,
work.
And then you can take it to your local repair shop and have them install the thing.
Okay.
We're talking hundreds of dollars here.
No, not
The
really.
woman is broke.
Yeah, I teach religion at Anderson University, and professors don't make that much.
Oh,
here in
so
Indiana.
that's why you took this 60% pay cut.
Yeah. Anyway, well, thanks a lot, guys.
Hey, Amy, it's been nice talking to you.
Good
You
luck.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, Tommy, it's time for us to take a little break so that local stations can identify themselves.
Did you hear that, all you people working at the local stations? Wake up, take those earplugs out, get your feet off the desk. We're going to take a break. Identify yourselves.
That's why they call our show user-friendly.
We'll be back with the new puzzler in just a minute. Remember the guy who used to be on, wake up! And even though Mr. Potato Head wishes some kind child would pull his ears off whenever he hears us say it, this is NPR.
Support for Car Talk and the following message come from Pep Boys. Imagine what 1 million auto parts look like. Hundreds of batteries, spark plugs, brake pads, fuel injectors, and lots of tires all stacked up high to the ceiling. This is not just some DIY mechanic's dream. It's here today at Pep Boys. The Pep Boys pros have extensive training and can find the right part to fit just about any car on the road. Need advice and tips on installation? The Pep Boy pros are here to help. Hey, it's me again. Just a reminder that if you haven't pledged yet to your local station, now is a great time to do it. Why? Because you're listening to Car Talk, so we know you won't miss anything important. And your station is counting on you, and they're literally waiting to hear from you. You can pledge online right now by going to donate.npr.org/cartalk. That's donate.npr.org/cartalk. Thanks. We're back. You're listening to Car Talk with us, Click and Clack, the Tappert Brothers, and we're here to discuss, of course, cars, car repair, and the new, I'd have to call it automotive puzzler. You remember my neighbor Frank lived across the street.
Frank, what a guy.
Frank was an interesting guy. And one morning, I'm out for my morning constitutional, and I noticed that Frank is in the driveway working on his car. He's got the thing jacked up, and I'm assuming that he's changing the oil or some such thing. I don't know. He was always working on his car.
The Lincoln?
And the Lincoln. And, of course, I always made myself scarce whenever Frank was working on his car.
Yeah.
And I did this time, too. He was under the car, and I see him working away, and I'm hiding behind the bushes. And after a few minutes, he rolls out on his creeper, and the next thing I know, he bends over and he picks something up off the ground, and he holds it up. It's about the size of a quarter. And he has a look of, I would say, disappointment on his face.
Oh, yeah.
So he stands there, puzzled for a minute. Of course, I'm behind the bushes. I don't move.
No.
I'm still, like, like a rattlesnake. ready to strike. He enters the house, comes back a few minutes later with his vacuum cleaner. I figured he's going to vacuum out the car. At which point, he attaches the vacuum cleaner to something under the hood.
Attaches the vacuum
Yeah,
cleaner?
the business end of the vacuum cleaner, not the plug.
The hose.
But the hose. Plugs the vacuum cleaner in, starts it up.
Yeah.
Gets under the car with his little
Thing
in his
about the
hand.
size of a quarter.
Does something, emerges from underneath the car, and with a satisfied grin on his face, he turns off the vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
And the question is, what the hell did he do?
Now, let me get this straight. The thing that he had in his hand, did he have it in his hand as he rolled out with the creeper, or did he get it?
No, he rolled out on the creeper, and then he bent over.
So this thing was not underneath the car when he picked it up.
Oh, yeah, it was underneath.
It was underneath.
It was underneath
Okay.
the car when he
All
picked
right,
it up, and
fine.
he looked at it, and he said, "Oh."
Yeah, okay.
And that's when he went in to get the vacuum cleaner.
Got it.
Okay, so you got the whole scenario?
Got the whole thing.
Now, if you think you know the answer, because I still don't, write it on a postcard and send it to Puzzler Tower, Car Talk Plaza, Box 3500, Harvard Square, Cambridge,
Our Fair City.
Matt 02238. Or you can email your answer from cartalk.com. If you'd like to call us, as always, the number is 1-888-CAR-TALK. That's 888-22-782-55. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hi, this is Heidi from D.C.
Hi, Heidi.
Heidi.
Hi.
Heidi. Ho, what's up?
Well, I have a Peugeot station wagon, 505. I know. Disaster already.
How old is it?
1987.
No kidding.
Yep.
And how did you...
Someone had to have left this to you.
That is exactly what happened.
Was there a divorce involved?
No.
And was it nasty?
No, this was,
No,
this was
no.
an aunt who left this to you.
Actually, my aunt and uncle gave it to me.
Really?
Yeah, and they figured that it would run for a couple months while I had it, and it's been on the road for over a year.
That's all it ever ran for them.
Oh, so you've had it for a year?
Yeah, and there are increasing problems. But the problem that I have for you guys is about 6 months ago, it started making this terrible groaning noise every time that I tried to turn at all. Which it didn't affect the way that I drove, but I thought, it got worse and worse, and I figured maybe I should bring this to my mechanic. And she said that there was things that were wearing down, like the rotors or their pistons or something. Maybe this is totally wrong.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
go
that
ahead.
is totally wrong,
maybe.
but we'll come up with it.
Okay. Anyway, so she said that it would just gradually get worse, and that it would be about $800 to replace. And there are no Peugeot distribution, any kind of centers around here at all. So she said basically, you could just drive it until you can't turn anymore, and you get so frustrated that you just pull over to the side of the road and call Salvation Army and have them come pick it up.
Did she say ball joints by any chance?
Oh, she might have.
Tie rod ends?
Oh, yes, that is what she said.
It's all coming together now.
It's all coming together.
Oh, yeah. Gee, wow. I don't quite understand her advice.
That I should just leave it?
Well, I think you might want to leave it sooner than later.
Really?
The problem is that vehicle has ball joints and tie rods that you cannot lubricate because they're sealed at the factory.
But you can whack them with a hammer.
If it'll make you feel any better. But you can buy, actually, you should be able to buy ball joints and or tie rod ends for that vehicle. They're available.
Yeah. Well, she said they were, but she said it'd be, sort of massively expensive for me to do that.
Well, but the thing is, if you continue to drive it, one of them is going to break.
So am I in trouble? Like, is this dangerous?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, you're in a very untenable position here because you got a car that you really shouldn't be driving because nobody wants to fix it.
This is true.
And so every time something goes wrong,
Yeah.
you're reluctant to fix it. and yet you say, well, it's not that much money and I got the car for nothing.
Right.
But you'll never know when should I really commit myself to this car and when should I just say I've had it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm committed to this car, but it's done me well for the year. But
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they don't make parts anymore does make a commitment difficult.
It is not a
It's an
long-term commitment vehicle. I mean, it just isn't unless you can find someone in the area who is in love with these cars. You know what to do? Go to cartalk.com, and we have a thing called the Mechanics Files.
Okay.
And you can search it by city and by the type of vehicle that you're looking for expertise in.
Okay.
Right, and when your computer stops laughing.
When the computer stops laughing, who knows, you may find someone that does Peugeots. I mean, there is a place in the Cambridge area which has been around. I mean, Peugeot has not been in this market for, 25, 40 years, whatever it is. But there's a place in Somerville called Sousa Brothers.
Okay.
And these guys won't give up. They're still there.
I like
They're
it.
fixing Peugeots.
They're still working on the ones that came in 20 years ago.
1971. They're still waiting.
The customer
for parts.
calls. Don't call. We'll call you.
But, I mean, if you could find someone like that, they would have, sort of underground ways of getting ball joints and tie rod ends and whatever else.
Okay.
And they could keep it going.
Okay. So even it has 192,000 miles on it. Is it really?
Mon
is it?
Dieu.
Sacre bleu.
Oh no.
Oh, man. I mean, you got to make a decision. Either you're going to go for it or you're not.
Okay, but right now it's not safe.
I don't think so.
It probably isn't safe.
Okay, that's good to know.
And your mechanic just doesn't want to work on it, and she's trying to be diplomatic. You know?
Okay.
Instead of just throwing you out, which is what we usually do.
Yeah, instead of saying, what are you? Nuts, get out of here and don't come back.
Okay.
And don't come back.
See you, Heidi.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
1-888-CAR-TALK or 1-888-227-8255. Hello, you're on Car Talk.
Hello, this is Lewis from Memphis, Tennessee.
Lewis with a W?
No, Lewis with an L. L-E-W, not L-O-U.
All right.
L-E-W from
Right.
Memphis.
That's right.
Well, Memphis is going to be the most crime-ridden.
What?
Well, according to John Grisham, everything nefarious in the
Happens
world
in
goes on in Memphis.
Well, there is a whole lot of shaking going on.
A whole lot of shaking going. You involved in legal practice of any kind?
No, I work for the government.
Oh.
Would
Great.
you like to talk about your 1040 last year?
No, not about mine. I didn't have a 1040. I had a 1039.
1039.95. It was a special.
No, I do work for the IRS, so I did want to call and ask y'all a question or two, but not about your tax return.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Hey, by the way, can we ask you a question?
Well, it
a lot-
depends.
I don't know if this is legit or not, but a lot of times we do fundraising for National Public Radio, various stations. And we're always at a loss to try to find out a way to motivate people to send in pledges to the radio stations, which very badly need the money in most cases.
Yeah.
So here's what we came up with. So, I mean, people call up and they say, I'd like to make a pledge for $100.
Right.
We say, okay, when you send in your pledge for $100, we'll send you back a slip that says you pledged $300. It'll end up costing you nothing.
Right.
Because you deduct the $300, saving $100 in taxes, which you gave to us. It's free.
Right. Do you want his Social Security number now or when we finish
have
the call?
Now, do you see any problem with that, Lewis?
Well, we have a term for that. It's called lying.
Oh,
just
shucks.
Just outright lying.
Concern it?
Yeah.
Oh, just cut straight to the chase, and then call it what it is. Right?
All right.
If that's the case, then I think you should maybe drop a note to National Public Radio, Washington, D.C.
Don't let those clowns do this anymore.
Yeah. Well, thanks for calling, Lewis. It's been a pleasure talking to you, as always.
What's up?
No, I got a problem with a Volkswagen Jetta, and I was wondering if y'all have heard of this before. It's got an ABS system on there.
Yeah.
The light won't go out. Sometimes you drive and it comes on, and when you turn the car off, it goes out. And, of course, you start back up, and it stays on. Sometimes it comes on. Sometimes it stays off. Who knows?
Right. Sometimes it stays on constantly all the time that you're driving.
Right.
Right. It's supposed to stay on for half a minute or so.
But then sometimes you'll start the car, and it'll run through its check, and then the light stays on, and it won't go out. Now, we took it over to the dealer while it was under warranty, and they did all their checks and balances and that sort of thing, and they came back and they said, voila, it's fixed. Well, we went out, and it wasn't. And we went back and forth with this. And so after the warranty expires, I took it back in there again and said, I have a pre-existing condition. They said, well, the only way that you're going to be able to find out what it is for us to hook it up on our special super-duper machine. We paid $60 for that, you know.
Yeah.
They said, oh, we found out what it is. It's the control unit. Now, it can be fixed for $1,300.
Wait a minute. Now, did they not have this machine the first time you went in there?
That's what I asked the man. I said, I would have thought that you would have done this when you checked it the first time. He says, well, it's not one of those type of things that we'd like to do right off because it may be something as simple as a loose wire or a loose fitting or something like that. Yeah, well.
That's bogus, isn't it? And we like to wait until the warranty runs out.
Yeah, so now the car is 2 years old, and it's got about 33,000 miles on it. And every once in a while it comes on, and every once in a while it stays off. And I'm wondering, first of all, you know, the brake system seems to operate properly, except that I'm sure that the ABS part doesn't work when it's on.
It probably doesn't. Or at least it doesn't work correctly.
At least you don't know.
Right.
How would we know?
I don't want to go out and try to lock it up, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's unlikely that the light is just coming on in some haphazard manner. I think there really is something wrong with the ABS. And I think you have a case for having them fix it for nothing.
Well, see, I went to the next step. I got the name,
Good.
the
zone manager.
The zone manager, and he says he gave me the same spiel. He tells me, he said that, you know, since it was out of warranty, and I told him it was a pre-existing condition. He says, well, it will cost you about $1,200 for the part.
Well, they dropped another. Well, first of all, do they know that you work for the IRS?
No,
I think it would be. Do you have cards? I think it'd be very. I mean, I'll tell you. Nothing.
Yeah, that's
nothing strikes fear in the hearts
of a mechanic or a zone manager
than a card that says Lewis blah 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 Internal Revenue Service,
and then
knee
special
breaker.
Agent.
Right, special agent, whatever your card says.
Yeah, that would do it. I mean, I think. Gee, I mean, if it's under warranty.
Well, it was.
When it was under warranty, they would have fixed it for nothing.
I would have thought that too. It's not going to cost them anything. It's not going to cost the dealer anything because that part labor and all that comes from the factory, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it shouldn't cost them. It's not going to cost the dealership anything. In fact, they're going to make money on it.
I don't understand why they won't do this.
Well, because this zone guy is representing the factory, and he's the one who's balked at it. But he's got to understand that you work for the Internal Revenue Service, and you had a pre-existing condition, and you're going to hire one of those ambulance chasers from Memphis. According to John Grisham,
they're all over the place.
There are more lawyers in Memphis than there are in any other city in the country per capita.
There's a bunch.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think they're really out of line here because you went in there with a problem when the car was under warranty. They gave you this bum's rush, and now you go back with the same problem, which has existed all this time, and they tell you that it's out of warranty. That's not nice. You really have a very strong case here, and you should not take no for an answer. And you should press and threaten everything and find a lawyer if you have to, because they have to fix this for you. That's all there is to it.
When someone calls you at your office, is there a voicemail or something that says, or a secretary that says Internal Revenue Service?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
That's it.
Just tell them, this is my number. I want you guys to look at it once more. Call me when you've made a decision.
Exactly.
And when that voice on the other end says Internal Revenue Service,
they'll change their tune pretty
You'll
quick.
just hear a click. And they'll...
Yeah.
Well, that'll be great. That's what I'll do then.
Yeah. Sue their butts, Lewis.
I'll have to just lay on them until they squeal, huh?
Yes,
I think so.
That's what I would do.
Good luck, man.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Well, it's happened again. You've squandered another perfectly good hour of potential holiday cheer listening to Car Talk
what a
instead.
shame.
Our esteemed producer is Doug the Subway Fugitive, not a slave to fashion, Bongo Boy Berman. Our associate producers are David the Calves of Belleville Green and Catherine Frau Blucher Fenolosa. Our web lackey is Doug the Old Gray Mare, assisted by Connie Bridgeford. Our theme music is by David Dog Grisman, and our technical, spiritual, and menu advisor, just back from the Helsinki Habanero Herring and Halva. Oh, hear us say it. This is NPR.